And we're back. So I've spent the last couple of months moving both my entire family, home, and home studio where I work, and it's been a lot. It's been quite a lot. But there was a couple things that I wanted to share with you that perhaps might be useful. I don't know. You can let me know down in the comments. And throughout this move, I really became aware of the things that are extremely helpful to my work, my particular work. Maybe not your work. I don't know. In other words, let me say this. They are things for your studio or home setup that really have nothing to do with music, but are incredibly helpful and incredibly useful products, right? Let's just call them products because they're just very wide ranging. All right, let's see how fast we can blast through this list because it's not a huge list. All right, so this is one that I picked up. If you saw the studio tour I did with Vance Powell, he had one set up and he had it set up right on his little table under his monitor and next to his keyboard and mouse. Anyway, this was a game changer for me, and I'm actually now going to be switching to a laptop setup full time, which is kind of a big deal for me. I've been Mac Mini for 4 years now. Wow. First up is the OWC Thunderbolt 3 dock. All right, now this thing is amazing. So Thunderbolt 3 dock, sure, plugs into a Thunderbolt 3 port, and here's what you get with it. There's ports on the front of it and on the back. Okay, so on the back of this thing, you get 4 USB-A ports. One of them is like a high-powered charging port, and then next to that, you have an optical output. Next to the optical out, you have an Ethernet port, which is fantastic for if you're using an Ethernet for internet like I am. 2 Thunderbolt 3 or USB-C ports right next to that. A mini display port, which is something I had never really utilized until now. It actually looks better than the HDMI signal that I get because it gives you a higher refresh rate. And then there's a power adapter for the hub. And then on the front of the dock, you have even more ports. I really like this because on the front you have high-powered charging ports, USB-A and USB-C charging ports. Then you have a 1/8" headphone output. And then if you're in the business of using cameras or SD cards or mini SD cards, there's actually SD and mini SD ports on the front, which is so nice for me because I'm using cameras so you can see me and stuff. So having the ports right on the front and having 2 ports is super clutch. This dock has single-handedly taken everything that I use in my studio setup, runs to the dock, and then I have one Thunderbolt 3 cable that goes to the laptop. So I can take this laptop here out with me while I'm doing work or traveling or doing anything, and then come back and just pop in one Thunderbolt cable, and everything I need is connected. Interface, speakers, hard drives, fantastic. Oh, and by the way, when I take that Thunderbolt cable and I plug it into the laptop to connect everything, it also charges the laptop. So I don't even need to plug in a charger. Fantastic. Okay, and number 2 is this mic stand that goes boomed off of a desk. Not anything groundbreaking here. These are probably selling really well right now because of content and podcasts and all that stuff. But I use mine every day, and I can imagine for, let's say, a singer-songwriter or an artist or a producer, or even someone who's just recording at home, having a mic handy like this to be able to pull over if you're recording guitar or vocals, just spitballing ideas. Maybe you're even just doing Zoom calls. Very useful. I use mine all the time, and you throw a mic that is very versatile on it, obviously great. Now, there's a handful of different companies that make stands like this. For the most part, I think they're all pretty similar. There's essentially a build like this, which you're gonna find a lot of different companies make. It's basically the same stand. I had one from a different manufacturer. It was from Samsung, and it was the exact same. This is actually from 512 Audio, and I would say maybe this one is a little longer, meaning it can reach a little bit further if you're not as close to wherever you mount it. Has this very simple desk mount clamp, so very easy to clamp to whatever desk you're working with. The stand just sits right inside the clamp. It rotates all the way around. This one is very, very strong in the sense that you can put a very heavy mic on and adjust it to any position, and it's just gonna stay there. Can't go wrong with one of these. I think it's less than $100. There's more expensive ones. All of the rest, you can get them from Warm Audio, 512. Gator has one. Blue makes them. Rode makes them. Pick your choice. I really like this type of stand, so 512. I'm using this currently. I use it every single day. So definitely not something that has to do with making music. But for me, especially like if I'm doing vocals, not to go on a tangent here, but if we're recording vocals and I have a singer in here, it's nice to have a mic, a talkback mic, where we're both in headphones and I can just give them quick feedback while we're going through takes through a mic, speakers off. It's great, very useful. So yeah, link down below. All right, up next is something that all of us are using every single day. And it's another one of those things that just is not fun to buy, but literally changes your day every day. And it's the thing you're sitting on right now, your chair. During this move, whenever I would go to do some work, I didn't have my studio chair with me, and I didn't realize what a huge impact it has on my productivity and overall just physical well-being, which is something, you know, maybe we in the studio overlook, and it's to our detriment if we do. And so I wanted to shout out the chair I'm using because it is so crucial to me being able to think clearly. Okay, and the chair that I found that is absolutely amazing, I actually found it in one of the studio tours I did with the guys who have the Atmos setup in their home studio, which was wild. But it's made by Stealth Chair, and I actually have both of them. So they have an audio engineer chair, which is the standard chair, and then they have the Pro Executive Audio Engineer chair, and they're both fantastic. They're by far the best chair that I've used for my posture to be able to work for long periods of time throughout the day, sitting down. They actually can be customized as far as the height of them. They make them for your body size because obviously it doesn't make sense if you're a small person to be sitting in a chair made for a giant person and vice versa. So it's actually made for your body to sit correctly. And because the chairs are completely modular, you can just pop the armrests right off. Like on my chair, I don't have any armrests on here. And then on my other chair, there are armrests, but if I need them, I just have them close by. You can pop them in. They're easily adjustable with the height and the angle, or of course you can just take them off if you're cutting some guitar or something. It's really nice. Okay, now up next is the MX Master 3 mouse from Logitech. This thing is absolutely fantastic. One, it's extremely comfortable to work with for long periods of time, sitting at the desk, editing, stuff like that. It's fantastic. It has a bunch of buttons, and then it has 2 scrolls. You've got a vertical scroll at the top and a horizontal scroll. So if you are doing a lot of editing, which I do more editing than I would like, it's fantastic for that. It connects Bluetooth, and what's cool is if you're using Mac, it can connect right away. You can find it on the Bluetooth menu, but you can actually save 3 different devices. On the bottom of the mouse, you can see the 1, 2, and 3. So you can actually pair the mouse with several devices simultaneously, meaning if I'm jumping between my Mac Mini and my MacBook Pro or my wife's computer or whatever it is, you just press the button over to that device, and now that device sees the mouse, which is very, very nice. You also get the USB dongle that comes with it. And last but not least, charger in the front. You got a USB charger here, type C, and it's on the front so you can charge it while you use it. Take some notes, Apple. And then lastly is my phone charger. That's right, a phone charger. Super useful. I use it all day, every day. When I come and sit down at my table, I have my Anchor charger here. It is a wireless charger, so I can take my phone and just set it down. The way that it's positioned, I can actually see my notifications when they pop up. Don't have to actually pick up my phone to change things. Obviously, the wireless charging is huge. Set it down, charges, and then it's gonna work with anything that charges wirelessly, like my Apple AirPods. I just set the case down, starts charging, pick it up, go, phone's charged. I never think about charging my phone. And it is USB bus powered, so I actually have a little cable on the back of it here on my table that just plugs right into the back of my computer monitor. So it's powered by my computer monitor to charge my phone. Clean, beautiful, functional, has nothing to do with recording music. And then as a bonus, let's ask Colt Caparoon. Colt, what do you use in your studio every day?
My phone charger. Oh, I got one better for you. So on my desk, which is very similar to this desk,
it's a good desk.
I have, of course you don't use one, you have this mouse.
Yep.
But I use the Apple Magic Mouse, which has rechargeable AA batteries in it. And so I keep an Apple AA battery charger plugged in right here, so that way when batteries die in the mouse, they're right in front of me, and there's always a fresh set.
Oh, so you don't have the newer one where they put the charger on the bottom?
No, because
that's stupid.
F that. I've been thinking about getting an iPad mini to actually sit there so I can watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Mostly his channel, ANDREWMASTERS channel.
Lie.
No, for real. So that way I can watch that on something larger than my phone.
Yeah.
But also my laptop is too distracting. It's too much to sit there.
Yeah.
That would be a non-musical thing.
Yeah.
I do think of what else. Coffee.
Coffee.
There's always coffee. You got your French press right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is
the
very
other
cool.
thing that is very cool to me is my acoustic curtain. So when, like, if I need to film something, or if the sunset is hitting me right in the eyes through my window, I just throw that curtain up. Also, it helps with the sonics of the room just a little bit.
Sure.
So that's a really good one. That's not really musically related, but I guess kind of is. But mostly phone charger, battery charger, and maybe in the future an iPad.
Cool. All right, that's going to do it for my list of stuff that I use every day here in the studio that has honestly nothing to do with music, but is extremely useful. Let me know what you guys are using down in the comments. Anything cool I should check out. I'll put the links to everything I mentioned here in the video down in the description. Thank you, Sweetwater, for sponsoring this video. The links that are in the description are affiliate links for Sweetwater, so if you click them and purchase anything, it supports my channel. Sweetwater is a big supporter of my channel, so shout out to them. Go pick up some sweet gear from them. You'll get some candy. You'll be very happy. Also, shout out to Colt Caparoon. I'll put his channel down in the description as well. Give him a subscribe. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more of this kind of stuff. And if you know any cool studios in Texas, I'm going to be in Texas very, very soon. Go follow me on Instagram at ANDREWMASTERSmusic and shoot me a DM of some cool studios to check out. All right, that's it. Goodbye.